What's going on, guys? My name is Angel. In this video I'm going to give you guys a tour of my studio that I put together with a budget. And if you're anything like me and you're a music enthusiast and you can't put together a state-of-the-art studio because of your budget, I'm going to walk you through my studio and basically explain how much it cost me to put something like this together. It's really basic, but at the same time it's really effective. So I'm going to be demonstrating piece by piece, brand by brand, and basically just name everything, give you a price and a model name and everything of everything that I've got here. And I do use this for producing instrumentals because I'm a rapper, I'm a Christian rapper, and I produce beats here basically, and then I record my vocals over it. I do a little bit of DJing on the side too, so I record my sets through this as well. And that's the reason why there's different things going on here. So I'm going to explain piece by piece basically, and everything you can do in a studio like this. Okay, so right now I'm recording the audio through this condenser microphone through a Galaxy S7, and I'll explain how you can do that as well with a condenser microphone, which by the way has to be powered by 48 volts of phantom power, and that could usually only be provided by either a mixer or an audio interface. Okay, so both of these devices here could power up a microphone like this, and I've got two mics in my studio. This one I just use to make videos like I'm doing now, or just to maybe grab my acoustic guitar and just record my acoustic guitar a little bit. Once I do vocals, I actually record them in my walk-in closet, which I'll show you guys at the end. And I've got a second condenser microphone over there set up in a nice stand with a nice little filter behind it and everything, and I'll show you guys in a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my phone. And I'm going to give you guys a little tour here. Let me see if I could... Okay, so basically, the very first thing you're gonna make sure you have is a computer. I'm gonna go ahead and recommend. I'm gonna recommend Apple. The reason why is because they're just trustworthy. They're very solid machines, and that goes for either a MacBook or an iMac, which is the desktop version, I guess you can say. The reason why is because they're just very solid machines, and the cool thing about them is that they include GarageBand, which is the next thing I was going to get to. It's a really good beginner DAW, digital audio workstation. If you're going to go with something like, let's say, Logic Pro or anything like that, Fruity Loop Studio, they're going to cost you some money, okay? GarageBand is actually focused for the beginner musician or producer. Or recording artist, anything you want to call it. It's basically focused on all these things, and it's a really nice DAW to get started with. Okay, whether you're recording your live instruments or you're producing beats just like I am. Right now I use it to produce beats, obviously. So let me turn on the volume on these monitors real quick here, and I'll show you. This is my keyboard. This is what I use to produce beats, and it's really easy to just get started here with GarageBand. See, there's my drums. And that's the second thing you want to make sure you have. Okay, so once you have your computer, whether it's a laptop or a desktop, right here I've got a MacBook Pro, so it's a laptop set up with an extended monitor. I'm sorry, but it works great. I could also just grab it and grab the keyboard, and it's pretty portable. I could just go produce somewhere with just the keyboard and the laptop too. It's pretty cool. But if you have an iMac or a desktop, that's fine. If you are going to go with PC though, as far as DAWs, I recommend you start off with probably Fruity Loop Studio Producer. It's a really good DAW to start with on PC. So covering all the equipment here that I'm using here, and I do use this studio to produce vocals, to record vocals, I'm sorry, to produce instrumentals, and to record DJ sets, because like I said, I do a little bit of DJing on the side as well. So for example, right now I'm recording this video with this condenser microphone here, so I could go ahead and talk a little bit about this mic, which is actually getting really good reviews on eBay, Amazon. It's basically being sold everywhere, and it is the Huhu, so it's kind of a weird name, Huhu BM-800. That's what we're using right now. So if you guys like what it sounds like on this YouTube video, then it's a really good entry-level mic, guys. It's only $20, so you're not going to lose anything on it. Go ahead and go on eBay or Amazon. You're going to read a lot of good reviews on this microphone. A lot of people are actually trusting it as a beginner microphone. Now, this is good if you're going to record a live instrument like an acoustic guitar. I do that. I've got my guitar back there in the corner. I sit down right here on the chair sometimes and just point it down a little bit and start recording my acoustic guitar. I also, like I said, produce beats for my Christian rap. I'm a Christian rapper, underground, obviously. Not trying to be famous or anything like that. I just have fun doing it. That's all it is. So I use this iRig 37 to lay down my instrumentals, my beats. Okay. So you're gonna need something if you're gonna be producing songs, beats. You're going to need something to lay down your beats with. So I recommend a MIDI controller in the form of a keyboard. So there's others out there that are like little drum pads and stuff. Those are cool too. They're really fun. But I recommend the iRig 37 or anything entry level that's in the form of a keyboard, okay? Because it's just so much better, especially to lay down instruments like anything related to a piano, an organ, a synthesizer, maybe like strings. Orchestral strings, like maybe like a violin, anything like that you want to put into your instruments. It's so much easier to lay them down with a keyboard, okay, instead of little drum pads. Those are more for drums. Okay, so definitely now you've got your DAW, so you have to choose a DAW. You've got your computer, which is the heart of soul of the studio. You're going to need monitors. Just like these, which are, sorry, I'm trying to think of the brand. They're Mackies. I don't know where my brain went. Mackie CR3s, okay? So you're going to need studio monitors. A lot of people go for those Rockets. They're really nice, but they're expensive. These CR3s are really good. They also have really good reviews like at guitarcenter.com or Amazon. And they go for $100, okay? Brand new. They do really good for like a medium to small studio. They get loud enough. The response is accurate on them. You also have auxiliary and headphone 3.5 in the front, RC8 output in the back, and you basically plug one into power. It sends power to the other. So to start off with some monitors, guys, these are perfect. You don't need anything else, okay? So that's what I started off with. And in a while, in just a second, I'm going to be telling you guys the price for everything, okay? Like I said, those were $100. So now you've got your monitors. What's next? Well, right here, because I do multiple things like recording and, for example, also in this YouTube video, I'm using a condenser microphone to record with this Galaxy cell phone here. And that's made possible through this mixer because it provides this mic with phantom power. And then I grab the output and I have an RCA to 3.5 converter that goes into my cell phone, and it allows me to record this YouTube video, the audio, obviously only. With this condenser microphone, so it's pretty cool. For you guys who are trying to also put together a studio for YouTube videos or your YouTube channel, and you're trying to see what you can do as far as cameras and microphones and stuff like that. It's a very simple way to do with a mixer like this. You're going to need an audio interface. This is a Behringer U-Phoria UM2. Let's focus in here. There it is. It allows for XLR input, 1/4 inch. It's got 2 1/4 inch inputs. You could plug in basically an instrument like an electric guitar straight into this and record, or a microphone to record vocals or an instrument. It has direct monitoring as well, so you could listen into yourself or your instrument while you're recording. Pretty cool. Entry level. So let me just go ahead and give you guys a few prices here. So this interface is really great. Again, great reviews on it. For entry level, it was only about $40, okay, US. That is on eBay, I believe. This mixer at Guitar Center, and I do grab a lot of my gear at Guitar Center, was also about $40. Really great, 5-channel. That's a Harbinger. iRig 37 is, I don't know what brand this is. It's just called the iRig 37 because it's got 37 keys. Really great entry level Midi keyboard, okay? That's $79 at Guitar Center, brand new. GarageBand, like I said, you pay nothing because it comes with your Mac if you have a Mac. If not, this MacBook Pro 13-inch I think cost me about $1,300, but definitely even starting with like an Air, a MacBook Air runs you about $1,000, and that'll be good enough as well for audio production, okay? CR3 monitors, like I said, Mackie's, $100 brand new. This little Huhu BM-800 Condenser Mic was $20 on the internet. So there you go. You've got a microphone, you've got your monitors, you've got a computer, you've got your computer's the heart and soul, like I said, of the studio. You've got a DAW to start off with. You've got something to lay down your beats. This Midi Keyboard here. You've got a mixer, which you will eventually need for different reasons if you're doing more than just one thing in your studio. Your audio interface, and that about sums it up to get started, guys. Other than that, you need cables, USB cables, a few audio cables, and stuff like that. So I'm gonna show you guys my mic real quick. Alright guys, so like I said, I do my vocal recordings in my walk-in closet, and I'm gonna give you guys a tip. The best thing you can do is stuff it with clothes as much as you can. So I've got this whole place stuffed. This whole walk-in closet is stuffed in here with clothing and everything, and that really helps the quality of the sound of your vocals when you're in here. Okay, so like I said, I run an extra long XLR cable from my studio. It's in the same room. This is a walk-in closet in my master bedroom, which is where my studio is located. So from that interface that I showed you guys, the Behringer U-Phoria, I run an extra long XLR cable into here and an extra long 3.5 cable for my headphones, which when I bring them, I have them right here. I use the Sonys in here to record, and that's another thing that I'm going to show you guys right now is headphones, which you cannot forget for your home studio. Okay, so this is the Sterling Audio ST51. Really good microphone. So this is the next step up from that other microphone I showed you guys. So that was the first one I bought, and I still have it. Obviously, I'm still using it for things like YouTube videos and stuff like that, recording on my acoustic guitar. But this is definitely the one I'm using right now for vocals, just because it was the next step up for me. It was my upgrade. It was more expensive and higher quality. So main thing you want to have, and of course I have it on a stand here, height adjustable. You want to have some sort of filtering in the back to keep your sound waves from going to the back and bouncing off the wall and coming back into the mic somehow. That prevents it. You want to have a shock mount. This is a pretty small one, but it does the job because this is kind of like a long microphone. A lot of condensers used to be kind of, they tend to be a little shorter and stubbier than that. But you want to have a pop filter too, located anywhere from 2 to 3 inches away from the microphone. So somewhere around right there is pretty good. Pop filter is a definite must-have. So yeah, there you go, guys. Sterling Audio ST51 if you want to check it out as well. And that's what my recording booth looks like. So now, let me go show you guys the headphones, okay? Alright guys, now as far as headphones, which you obviously, I almost forgot here, but I'm going to recommend two models that are kind of like OG. They're like both classics, basically. They've been around for a long time and have built a solid reputation for a lot of things. Studio recording, vocals, anything like that, studio monitoring. Both of them were made with monitoring in mind, obviously, and these are two that that I own, and two that I'm gonna recommend as an entry-level set of headphones. Okay, I'll start off with this AKG. These are AKG K240 Studios. So you can see here. Let's see if you can see it. Yep, there they are. AKG 55 ohms. It says there. These are really nice. They have a self-adjusting headband there, and these are kind of semi-enclosed. What I mean by that is they don't completely cancel external noise, and they were purposely made like that because it helps improve the bass response and the high end, okay, which these stand out a little more in the lower end, like bass, and the really high end, okay. So that's those are under $100, and for about $100 you get these Sony MDR7506 studio monitors, okay. Now these have been around for a really long time, and they're recommended by a lot of people. Really great reviews on both of these headphones, by the way, guys, if you go online and check them out. In the description, I am going to put every single piece of equipment that I have here as far as brand and pricing. But yeah, these are the Sony MDR7506. They've been around a really long time, and they have built a very solid reputation. Now, as far as studio monitoring, these are going to give you a really flat, really accurate response, okay? A lot of times I would use just these when I would be producing beats, and I wanted to really just get lost in the music and didn't want any external noise coming in. Those are what I used. But definitely later on I picked up these AKGs, and they're excellent for all sorts of things in a studio or DJing or anything like that. So yeah, it's your choice, man. Both of them under $100, or the Sonys are about 100, maybe 90. But there you go, guys. If you have any questions on this studio, go ahead and drop me a comment, and I'd be glad to provide you any information. Thank you.